Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. And tonight we'll see the New York Liberty as they go up against the Indiana Fever. With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us. And that one's good on.
The long arms of Han Shu coming in handy there.
And here's Clark. Boston right side. That misses, so no good on her first attempt of the night. And a top pick in the 2023 draft, Aaliyah Boston more than delivered her rookie season.
Oh, you can say that. I mean, she wasn't just rookie of the year. Aaliyah was also an all-star, led the W in field goal percentage, top 10 in key metrics for a center, rebounding and blocks. I mean, what more can you ask from the top overall pick in Aaliyah Boston?
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one. First free throw is good. You have to respect how Jonquel Jones has continually upped her game.
Well, she never seems satisfied with her game, does she? Even after she won Most Improved Player, she just kept working to get even better. And the results speak for themselves, as she eventually won League MVP.
And good on the second, so she makes both. Knowing how confident these teams are behind the arc, I bet the three ball will be flying in this one.
And when that's the case, it really comes down to which team is making them, not just taking them.
Yeah, they'll both be making them, I think, at a steady clip. These players shoot so freely because they've got the green light.
And this is her shot. Clark is an absolute menace from beyond the arc.
Crosses over, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Not an easy player to stop when she's got the rim in her sights.
Never has been, never will be. She's a determined finisher.
And she goes with the one-hand tomahawk slam. Nice choice.
Clark outside. From 11 feet away, it's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
That's something I love about Caitlin Clark. She is always looking for teammates and keeps her head on a swivel.
So, first quarter, just over a minute and a half in. It's good.
So reliable, guys. Her offense, it doesn't come and go. It's always there.
Bonner outside. Another three for Indiana.
When Bonner gets a clean look, she doesn't hesitate. She's good in catch-and-shoot situations.
The 19-foot shot, and she can't bank that one in.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish them there.
Pass to Stewart. Lets the three fly. Sinks the three-pointer.
Cannot fall asleep when guarding Breanna Stewart from downtown. She has the kind of range you simply have to respect.
Now here's Mitchell. Down low. Here's Clark. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the three. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
On. The second chance effort. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Such tough defense there against one of the better finishers in the game.
Stewart inside. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Indiana trailing. Now here's Mitchell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Clark. Green by Howard. Three-pointer. And Shot by Clark, no good.
Well, offensively speaking, it has been a tough quarter for her.
And it's Stewart missing.
Nice play on D. Got that hand in her face, and it prevented an easy look.
Exactly. She was alert and aware and really just reacted quickly to that shot.
Now here's Clark. Knocks down the 3-ball. And that'll tie this game up.
The pure jumper of Caitlin Clark. Basketball poetry in motion.
To the left side wing. From 11 feet away. The putback. Here's Hahn. And at last, they get one to fall.
Blessed with incredible height. Born to dominate around the basket.
Inside. Bonner with the bucket.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
And guys, we've heard so much about Caitlin Clark, but Brian, why don't you give a scouting report to those who haven't gotten a chance to see her play?
Well, she's an incredible passer. She's got limitless range, and I think she's underrated as a defender. For the Fever, we're talking about a franchise player to build around.
That one falls coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed. New York in the lead. For three. Doesn't go that time.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Bonner, good.
Well, you know what? She doesn't shoot the highest percentage from beyond the arc, but Bonner does have the ability to hit from deep.
Launches a three, drills it from outside.
She has been unconscious this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Clark. She's got 6. Bonner outside. That 3 off the mark. Launches it. Nope. She's now missed more than she's made. 4 for 9. Pass to Mitchell. Howard the screen. To the inside. And the layup is good.
Nice work by Mitchell passing out of the pick and roll. He was looking for her shot, but it wasn't there. So she willingly moves the rock.
Now here's Ionescu. Looking for her first basket still in this one. And it's in.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Now Clark. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Misses the 3.
They've been sensational on the boards to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a good word for it, Tim. That's good. You usually have the right word for these kinds of situations. Just tearing it up on the glass.
How kind of you, Brian. Shots are falling. She's having a strong quarter.
And former MVP Jonquel Jones made a finals appearance in her first season with the Liberty.
Yeah, and she also led the Sun to the finals while she was in Connecticut. I mean, Jones, she's just the ideal stretch big. 6'6", great length, about 38% from three over her career. If you have Jones on your team, you're going to win a lot of games. A career 50% shooter, Howard loves the inside looks.
It's stolen by Kelsey Mitchell. And they're pushing it up. Clark, that one's good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks it's passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities.
And the basket by Ionescu.
Zero hesitation on Ionescu's shots. She's pretty much got it all picked out so that once she gets the ball, she's automatic.
Now here's Clark. She's got 8. On the wing, Sophie Cunningham. Rejected by Jonquel Jones.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Marshall. The 3. Latasha Howard pulls it in. Indiana with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Mitchell outside. Outside Howard. Connects from three-point range.
She didn't think twice about that shot. Howard has much more confidence in her jumper. It's great to see her play to her potential.
And there it is.
She is showing a killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend this lead.
And it's the Fever ball. Luana Bonner for three. And the Fever hit again from deep.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
Here's Marshall. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
And these two teams continue to trade punches back and forth like heavyweight fighters.
The momentum swings are impossible to keep track of. The energy in this building just keeps changing.
It's been such a crazy game. They're scoring not carloads, not van loads, boatloads, big boatloads of buckets at the rim today.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get that ball in close time after time.
Mitchell with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Clark outside. Bonner. The three-pointer, no good.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide-open look.
Fires from 14. Add another field goal to her total. Makes it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Easy little jump shot for her there, guys.
And here's Clark. 8 points for her. The three is up. It's good from long range. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. The Fever on top, up 1. And we'll bring you the start of quarter 2 when we return. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter going. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
The ball movement from them in the first half, absolutely terrific.
Very timely passing from them, and that's fun to watch.
Hey, yo, right here!
Let's go with a three. Marshall grabs the board. The Liberty trail. Pass to Sabali. Over Boston. Out of bounds, it'll be Fever ball. Liberty making a switch here.
Number 22, Isabel Harrison.
So it's Indiana now. Outside Cunningham. Boston. It's hauled in by Harrison. And the Liberty with possession here. Lainey Hamilton with it. And it's Howard picking her up.
You can tell how much the defense respects her because they were all over her on that look.
Quarter number 2, and we're just about a minute in. And the jam by Brianna Stewart. Indiana trailing. Pass to Hole. Now Boston. Defended by Harrison. Boston inside. Working on Harrison. Boston, no good. Harrison. She's guarded by Boston. Back to Stewart. Again, the Liberty good for 2.
Not a lot of players these days operate in this space, but Stewie just loves the in-between shots.
And when you look at the rich history of the Liberty, last year was their strongest team yet.
The most regular season games the Liberty ever won was 23. Until last year when they won 32. Brianna Stewart won MVP, beating the Aces for the Commissioner's Cup. But in the almighty WNBA Finals, the Liberty fell to the Aces in 4 games.
The three-pointer is on target.
Don't expect an MVP like Stewart to let the last 3 go unanswered. Strikes back by flexing her own range.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Outside Cunningham. The 3 ball. Hahn grabs the miss. New York leading. To the paint. That one falls, and a nice feed from Lainey Hamilton.
Inside shoes height helps her defeat any resistance. Even the contact doesn't slow her down.
To the middle. Boston takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
To the left wing. From about 19 feet. And she drops that one in. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And that one's good on.
With the size advantage as big as it was right there, that's exactly what she should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Pass to Howard. Fades and shoots. And it's Breanna Stewart with the rebound. Now here's Hahn. Defense right on her. And the basket is good.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Outside Cunningham. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, Cunningham is a taller guard, which makes her a tough cover for most other guards in the league.
Here's Johannes. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Pass to Boston. From 11 feet away, New York with the rebound. Three-pointer, Breanna Stewart. It's hauled in by Boston. From the arc, hits it from three-point range.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
And that one's good on.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Now here's Howard. She's got 7. 2 points. That one goes in.
The attacking mindset of Howard. When she gets a good look inside, she doesn't pass it up.
Breanna Stewart from outside. Natasha Howard pulls it in. The Fever leading. Boston inside. She's covered by Hahn. Nice shot by Boston. Things sure move fast in the shorter WNBA season. It's hard to believe we're getting close to the halfway point here.
Well, I like the quick pace. Every game matters, and teams have to adapt to changes fast. It's exciting.
I think fans would agree with you, too. I mean, there are really no dog days in the WNBA season. It's really a season where every game matters.
Here's the Fever with the ball. 3-point lead. Now here's Mitchell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
She's cooled down a little bit after burying those 2 threes in the first quarter.
And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
A quality passer at her position. Howard enjoys finding her teammates in their spots.
Drains the three-pointer.
Of all the players you want to leave open out on the perimeter, she is the last person on the list.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shoots the 3. Hahn grabs the miss. No good with the layup. Here's the Fever with the ball. Pass to Turner. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Great recognition from Turner right there. Knew how much time she had and let it rip on the catch and shoot.
Back to Ionescu. Jacks up a 3. Second shot opportunity, and they pick up 2.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass, but it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard.
But I like their energy. If they can maintain that level of effort, I think it bodes well for them.
Now here's Clark. 11 points in the game. And she's good on the 3-ball.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Here's the Fever with the ball.
And when you talk about Natasha Howard, you have to look at more than those scoring numbers. Her impact goes deeper than that.
I think sometimes, us as broadcasters, analysts, we can normally measure players a little bit too much with their scoring average. Howard's won 3 titles in major part because of her defense. She's won a Defensive Player of the Year, and she does so many things on the floor that don't show up in the box score. You look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
Clark outside. And she can't extend the lead to double digits. The Liberty trail. It's stolen by Kelsey Mitchell. From deep. Hahn grabs the miss.
For her team's sake, she should ease off the shots a little bit because nothing is dropping for her.
Count it. 0-0. Here's Mitchell. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Clark outside. Goes up from the top of the key. Trained for 2 points.
And Caitlin Clark lighting it up, a fantastic player. We're seeing her talent on full display.
Here's Ionescu. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots. And for Sabrina Ionescu, her three-point shooting took a massive leap in year 4.
Well, it's something Ionescu has worked very hard on. You look at her first 3 years in the league, she shot just 33% from deep. But year 4, that percentage shot up to 45%, and it was on major volume. Sabrina leading the WNBA in three-pointers made.
Now here's Clark. 16 points for her. Bonner's shot is good.
They've gotten a lot of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Defensively, they have to get out there. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, they just can't keep giving up these open looks.
Here's Clark. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 9. Here's Boston. No good from outside.
She's tried to get it going, but the shots simply haven't been dropping for her.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hahn. Cans the 12-footer.
Her scoring this quarter has been off the charts, doing all she can to bring them back. Clock's on their side here.
That's right. They can hold it for the last shot.
Clark outside. And a foul called on Ionescu. That is her first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Down low. Boston shot is good.
Crisp pass into the paint.
He got it up. Hit the shot at the very last second.
The pressure on her in those circumstances was massive.
Pressure? What pressure? You cannot rattle her no matter what the situation is.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Fever ahead, up by 6. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third. The Fever with the lead. Clark outside. Shot from the top of the key, and another basket for Indiana.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Jones left side. Ionescu. From downtown,
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
and here's Indiana. Pass to Mitchell, to the paint. The kick out to Bonner. Mitchell. Caitlin Clark with the three. And the three ball is good.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from three-point range.
Yeah, it's been pronounced and definitely a big factor to point to in this game.
Bucket is good.
When she breaks out the crossover, you can be sure she's going to leave somebody in her wake.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
The three-pointer off the mark.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide-open opportunities.
Pass to Jones. Lets it fly. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
She's certainly doing her part, trying to battle back into it.
And it's been a rough few years for Indiana. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2016.
Single-digit wins in 5 of the last 7 seasons. But the good news is the Fever have loads of young talent, starting with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. They have arguably the best young core in the W.
They've had a solid start to the second half offensively, gotten good looks and hit 3 of 4 of them.
Boston outside.
Shot clock at 5. Bonner outside. Over Hahn. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Now Bonner. 18 points for her. Nailed from three-point land.
Another bucket from Bonner. When she is scoring, it opens up the court so much for her teammates.
And stolen by Boston. Pass to Mitchell. Clark. Shoots it up. And yes, she's got the English that time as it falls. The Liberty trail. The shake. Mitchell grabs the board. Bonner outside.
Boston up top.
The rebound by the Liberty.
Can't get a much better look than that.
Yeah, no way do you expect her to miss that shot.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. There's the triple. She can't get that one to fall. They swipe it. And it's the Fever on the break. Knocks it loose. And so it's New York with it. They trail by 9 points. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Good work on the boards. Allowed them to get multiple looks on the same trip and really made the defense work.
Mitchell with it. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Clark outside. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feet.
She She got loose from three-point range in the first half and showing signs here in the second.
This one for three. The shot misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
These defenders better start closing down their shooters.
Yeah, that's too straight from long range.
It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
At the line for the Liberty.
And I'll let you two take out your crystal balls here. What do you think is the next step for this league?
I just think everything gets bigger. We're talking ratings, attendance, interest. We're just now scratching the surface.
Absolutely, and we've seen massive growth the last few years, and to me, the WNBA, this is not where it ends up. They're just getting started, and it's going to continue every year to get bigger and bigger.
And shot by Clark, no good. From past the arc, sinks the triple.
Passing is what makes Stewart perhaps the best offensive player in the world, not just to score, an all-around force.
Now here's Clark. She's got 26. Timeout called the Fever. Indiana with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Mitchell outside. Fires from deep. The rebound by Breanna Stewart. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston. And it's the Fever ball. 7-point differential. Clark outside, fires for three, gets it to go from downtown.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside, no good.
Yeah, she read how that shot was going to come off the rim perfectly. That can make up for any height disadvantage. Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, she's been making music all day long.
The shot by Ionescu, no good. So it's Indiana now, leading by 12.
When you look at Sabrina Ionescu, one of the highlights for her in the offseason, competing against Steph Curry in a three-point contest. That was fun.
It was also special for NBA and WNBA fans. The event took place during the NBA All-Star Weekend, and Sabrina held her own, recording a score of 26 to Steph's 29.
Pass to Boston. Rebound New York.
Well, that's one thing they're doing extremely well, corralling those rebounds.
Yeah, but, not a whole lot else going right for them, though.
Now here is Stewart. She's got 10. It's stolen by Kelsey Mitchell. Caitlin Clark penetrating from 7. Jump shot is good that time.
And Clark isn't just a shooter. She's also skilled at getting to the lane and finishing.
To the wing on the left. It's stolen by Natasha Howard. Now the Fever moving it up. Here's Clark. Tried to bank it in, but misses. Three-pointer. And Bonner pulls it down. Here's the Fever with the ball. Here's Howard. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's speed.
Well, she's a modern point guard. Mitchell has range, a great shot, handles, and, of course, the ability to drop dimes.
And the Liberty making a change here.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And here's Ionescu. 8 points for her. Pass to Johannes. Fires the three. Cans it from downtown.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Boston outside. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Breanna Stewart with the steal. In transition, here come the Liberty. Here's Marshall. Mitchell grabs the board. Mark outside. Inside. Boston. Baked in off the glass.
It's not just the size of Boston, it's also her touch around the rim.
Pass to Johannes. From outside, off the mark. Mitchell with it. There's a screen by Clark. Mitchell left side. He can't hit that time.
Start it.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Johannes. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Buries the long-range jumper.
Talk about falling asleep on defense. I don't know how you can give a shooter like her that much space from beyond the arc.
Now here's Cunningham. Beyond the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
So competitive. Sophie Cunningham, the response triple.
And the Liberty with possession here. Here's Stewart. No, it doesn't. Her fourth miss in 8 attempts. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Boston. Offensive rebound. And good that time.
Well, the moment Boston gets that rock around the rim, it is really tough to stop her.
Right side, Stewart. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Here's Hull. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Fever on top, up by 12. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-side show. Here's New York now. Down by 12. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. And the three off target. Indiana with the ball. And here comes the break. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. Doesn't get it to drop for her.
Well, despite her ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Off the mark there with the three. Left side, Howard. And foul called as she misses, and she's going to shoot 2 free throws.
And the two-way game of Howard is impressive. A legitimate offensive threat who also defends with tenacity.
And she knocks down the first one. And this Liberty team, of course, features Breanna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and Sabrina Ionescu. How about that big three?
One of the best we've ever seen. Stewie and Jones are former MVPs, and Ionescu could win one pretty soon herself. This is a loaded roster.
A previous winner to Defensive Player of the Year, Natasha Howard brings a winning mentality to this team. She has multiple WNBA titles and is tough as nails.
And after going first overall in the 2023 draft, Aaliyah Boston went on to win Rookie of the Year.
Led the league in shooting percentage, top 10 in rebounding and blocks. I mean, what more could you ask from a rookie big? Boston, an immediate impact made in setting the foundation in Indiana.
And that one misses. Well, New York won that 2020 lottery, and their prize, man, it was a great one. Sabrina Ionescu.
Well, she was the first piece, right? And she endured some tough times. But her talent and overall play helped attract Breanna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and other key players.
Good on the second free throw. And obviously the addition of Caitlin Clark to the Fever, that brought lots of extra attention.
I mean, Fever tickets are as hot as any in American sports, no matter what league. Clark bringing so much hype, and basketball fans everywhere are tuned in to see her every move, and by extension the Fever as well. Providing spacing with her shooting. Cunningham down the three.
Pass to Marshall.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Here's Cunningham. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Out to the wing. Pass to Johannes. And it's off from 3-point range. Good chance here for Natasha Howard. Great look there, but off target.
Didn't see that miss coming. She's usually so good from that range.
Shoots from the baseline, and she hits the jumper for 2.
Putting her incredible height to good use. Zhu looks over the defense and distributes accordingly.
Pass to Howard. Mitchell outside. Clock at 6. Looking to get back on track. Good.
She's a player who loves the ball in her hands. Mitchell has a high usage rate with good reason. She scores.
High arcing shot. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
And in 2023, the Liberty made their long-awaited return to the WNBA Finals.
It's crazy to think about it, guys, but that was their first trip to the finals in 21 years. And despite it being the Liberty's 5th finals appearance, still no titles. Incredible when you think this is an original WNBA franchise and the amount of stars and Hall of Famers they've had over the years.
First one falls for her.
Of course, she didn't have an attempt there in the first half, and she's hoping to be a little bit more active and draw some fouls here in the second half.
That's also good, so she hits them both. For those joining us, 4th quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Howard. Shot clock at 6. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Easy look off the pass from Howard. Great awareness. Leads to the bucket.
And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line.
Team foul. At the line for the Liberty. Manuel, 0-0. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good at the line. Now here's Mitchell. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone in the 4th.
0-0. First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's the 3.
It's been tough to watch. The wheels have come off for her here in the second.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Can't hit that one. To the inside. Bonner. That one falls coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feet.
Not afraid to do work in the trenches. Bonner has a nice touch around the rim.
Teardrop shot. Natasha Howard pulls it in. And it's the fever ball. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Howard. For 3. That one is good. She has missed only 1 of her 6 shots from the floor.
Well, she shot the ball well, but she hasn't shot it enough. The more shots she gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead. Oh, she has really stepped it up this quarter. It looks like she's determined to get them out of this hole all by herself.
Pass to Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Bonner. And the layup falls.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
It's stolen by Honshu. From 15 feet away, and that's off the glass and in.
She's willing her team into this game with her performance today and really just doing everything in her power to trim this deficit.
Bonner outside. Off target from three-point range.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Buries it from three-point range.
What handles? She broke the defense down to the ground with that move.
Here's the three. And Jones pulls it down. Off the mark, had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Bonner outside. Good on the three-point shot.
What a top-notch game she's having. And really, she's got her team in front. And it sure seems like she's going to keep them there if she can continue to play like this.
Shot's good by Johannes. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
They should jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Now here's Mitchell. Not a lot of room.
Oh, she's been ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
The three. That shot off. And here's Indiana. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Pass to Bonner. Mitchell outside. 5 to shoot. Looking to end her cold spell. Hahn grabs the miss.
This has not been a quarter to remember for her.
I mean, what's going on right now? What is this? She's not making any sort of impact for them at that end of the court.
Here's Marshall, guarded by Howard. Here's Hahn. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
They're just not getting the same number of second chance points opportunities like they did in the first half. Getting outworked in the glass.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Coach saw that the players were getting a little run down out there. The timeout should give them a little energy back.
Indiana with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Down low. Here's Bonner. And she uses the glass on the layup.
That pass into the paint was dead on target.
It's stolen by Kelsey Mitchell. Here's Clark. Finished off the break.
And you got to give Clark a whole lot of credit. When the break is on, she's trying to beat everyone down the floor.
The tray. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Here's Mitchell. Clark outside. To the middle. It's good, as 5 others before it were. She's now shooting 6 for 7. Here's New York now. They trail by 16. Pass to Hahn. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What a night for Honshu. You simply cannot simulate her size and skill in practice or shoot around. An impossible matchup.
Now Mitchell.
And looking around the league, Brian, which team do you think has the best young core?
Oh, this is an easy one. I'm going with the franchise that has the last 2 #1 overall picks, the Indiana Fever.
Yeah, and those two fit so well. I mean, Aaliyah Boston dominating the paint, Caitlin Clark on the perimeter. Good luck stopping that pick and roll.
Down low. Here's Boston. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it, just a tremendous all-around performance we've seen from them.
Yeah, Brian, it's been a treat to watch.
Drops in the tray.
I'm continually impressed by Sabrina Ionescu's vision. She can just find anyone on the court.
Pass to Clark. Mitchell. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
And you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote, and what a story she wrote.
What was the story? I don't know. Luana Bonner for 3. And another 3 for Indiana.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
So it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
It makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in a good flow, it felt like they never had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And that'll wrap it up